Thought I would say a few words about SSRI antidepressants, just my opinion. Now, if you're offered these, as you often are by your doctor, my advice to you, for what it's worth, would be to find some alternative way of coping with things if you possibly can. To seek another path through the darkness that doesn't involve SSRIs. Because I accept that there are situations where some people can't manage without them, but if you can, do. And this is based on my experience. I have had them offered to me numerous times by doctors, GPs, over the years, and I always declined. I felt it wasn't the way forward. I wanted to avoid it. Now, eventually, good few years ago now, I gave in to pressure from my wife and agreed to start using SSRIs. I was reluctant, but she was very keen and adamant that it would be the best thing to do. And although I'd never been under pressure from the doctors, they would suggest it and then accept my no, they were very ready to prescribe something. I took them for a number of years. I can't remember how long now, a good few years. And gradually I weaned myself off them and stopped altogether. Something my wife was not happy with, and I think she isn't now. She thinks I should still be taking them. Well, I don't think that they made any difference to me. I didn't really notice any difference from before taking them to taking them, and certainly no difference when I stopped. So that wasn't very impressive for a start. Since stopping them, I have been using natural remedies, which have a far more noticeable positive effect on mood, on everything really. But also through the natural medicines, as a direct result of them, I have addressed addiction problems, which have been with me for 50 years. 50 years. And they just went overnight. Having not been addressed by anything before. that may be not relevant, but that came after stopping the SSRIs. So I've never heard that before. I will let it stop. That is the noise from the speaker, it's not my telephone. Thank you. I'll have to call back in a minute. So no difference in mood between, no difference in anything between taking the SSRIs and not taking them, and yet a difference from natural medicines, which was noticeable overnight, and addressing more than one addiction. Good. So for me, there was no discernible benefit from the SSRIs. But more to the point was the negative side effect. Now, it's had a dramatic effect on what I could euphemistically term sexual function. And reading up, I found this is likely to be irreversible. It's not something they tell you about. I understand it affects both men and women, or can do. It is linked to SSRIs. And when it's done, it's done. That's you finished, as I understand it. So, my advice, based on my experience, is if you can get by without taking SSRIs, do. Find alternatives. There are alternatives out there. Certainly things that have worked for me. There you go. If you listen, choose to listen. The downsides are worse, much worse than, for me, any benefits. Everyone's different. Everyone makes their own mind up, but that's my Hapeth.